Oh, you put a map on it. I'm on the live map here. Let me hide that. There we go. Put us to live.
Has this one got a fancy intro as well?
No, sadly. Well, it's got a nice little start screen.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, it
We
could
are
be
ready.
very if she finds us first.
All right. Are we ready, Megan?
Yeah, we're all good.
I'm
I'm just going to turn that beautiful music down a little bit, though.
I know.
Yeah, I turned it down. I've got music playing there and music playing there, and they just don't go together.
I know. It was loud, I think, because it's quite quiet on our Thursday game. All right, so welcome. The story so far. Last session, you had tracked down and worked out the final, or the approximate location of what you were expecting to be the fifth and possibly final murder. Tracing it to I forget the road's name, actually. It's not on my list. It's not here.
It was Potterbridge, wasn't it?
No. That's where you are now. Not
Oh,
in
sorry.
London.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you arrived, you staked out the area, you spotted a strange hound. Or you'd got there, if I remember rightly, you were kind of staking the area, you heard something strange, and upon investigation you discovered that something bloody and bleeding had been dragged up and over a fence into some wasteland. Heading into the wasteland, driving your car into it, you discovered the what appeared to be a large hound, which kind of backed off and disappeared, leaving you with a female's dead body. Calling the police, they arrived. They called a coroner. You were expecting it to be the same black van or similar that you had seen at some of the other murder scenes, and you were not disappointed. Chasing and following the coroner's van, as you were expecting it to go out of London heading towards Basingstoke, so you decided to follow it. You followed it all the way along the M3. You were starting to think about sort of pulling it over, brake checking it or something, when it seemed to swerve, veered off the motorway and onto the hard shoulder, tipping as it did so. And then as it kind of came to a rest and the back doors burst open, a woman seemed to jump out, almost on all fours, turn and go straight into the undergrowth on the side of the motorway. You stopped, examined the place, examined things, and discovered, oddly for a pair of coroners, that there was a combat shotgun loaded, 8 rounds, in a holder at the front of the van, which you promptly decided to take. But leaving the 2 people, you called the police. The police turned up. They took over the crime, the accident scene, leaving you to kind of go on. You went on to the next junction, came off the next junction, followed the road back on itself to this area here, where you promptly, I believe, parked your car down here, and then have promptly walked up here to the fence here. At that point, you heard you could see the lights. So these are the lights here of the accident site that have been put up while they're triaging and sorting out the accident. You heard the slow whoomp of helicopter rotor blades, and you watched as sort of about here, a helicopter came in, just about touched the ground. You watched as 4 people jumped off, 2 on either side. Sorry, not 3. I don't know why I said 3. 3's a wrong number. And 2 headed this way, and 2 headed this way, checking out the caravan here and the old barn down here. I believe that's where we left it.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
It is dark. You are kind of operating a little bit by the moonlight.
Yeah, I've got the low light sight with me.
You've got the low light sight, yes, you have, yes. And so you watch as these 2 men appear to be well disciplined, well trained, working as a efficient team, move up on the caravan. Meanwhile, out of sight, the other 2 move up down here. What do you want to do?
They are armed, aren't they?
They appear to be, from where you are, and this map is technically to scale, actually. They're about 50 metres away. The caravan is about 13 metres in length and about 4 metres in width. So that makes it absolutely to scale, this map, which makes it huge, that field. But yes, from where you are, you believe they are armed, and you're watching them very cautiously move to the front, the side door.
So the 2 that are out of sight,
Yeah,
they went further down into the field, or they went
they did.
inside
As far as you can tell, they headed this kind of way.
Right. Okay.
They headed that way.
Well, 2 ways we can play this. I can go over there and pretend to be the farmer and say, get off my land or whatever, and see what the reaction is, but I don't want to die horribly.
I was going to say, since they look like black ops type thing, and they're not really supposed to be here, they could just kill you and take the body away.
I was kind of hoping you might be following me up in the on the left.
Yeah, I could do, but carrying a combat shotgun is going to look a bit out of place here with farmers.
Alternatively, we can just sneak up and see if we can detain them ourselves.
Yeah, my only fear with that is we've got 2 out of sight there.
Yeah, but they're the other end of the field, aren't they?
Well, they're heading that way. We don't know how far they've got on. They may just go so far and turn around and come back.
That's good, what, 400 metres or 200 metres?
About 200 metres away.
So on soil about 45 seconds away.
Yeah.
The police are still there, aren't they? Still lights and things.
Yep, there's still activity going on up here. The motorway appears to have started to reopen at least a couple of lanes, but police, you can still see the police lights.
Okay. Looking at the 2 guys and their weapons, do they look silenced?
Um,
I'm assuming they're on high bodies.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so you've got give me a perception roll. You've got a low light kind of thing, haven't you?
yeah,
That's a scope, isn't it?
yeah. There's perception. That's not how I roll it. But on the number I take it. Yeah, there we go. I am going
It's
to
fine.
first.
It's fine. From that perspective, you just need an easy roll because you're
Okay.
using your scope. They are carrying carbines. They do seem to be suppressed.
The shotgun that I picked up isn't, I'm assuming.
Oh no, it's loud and
No.
fast.
Yeah.
Yes. So if a confrontation happened, they could shoot us, but we'd alert the police.
I was trying to work out how that would work with a shotgun.
You can't get them silencers for
Really?
combat shotguns. Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah. You can. I don't think it's. I think it's more slug, isn't it, rather than pellet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. They are almost up to the edge of the. You've kind of watched them trudge quietly and slowly across the field, and they've just arrived now at the edge where the thing is.
So yeah, if he's in there, looking at what happened to the others, this
That can't be there though.
who else could it have been?
Oh, that could have been
It came from
trauma.
the inside. The damage to the.
I'm more concerned, Mark, about your medical skills, mate. And she was dead.
Oh, she was. Her throat was ripped out.
Well, she's a modern day Jesus, mate.
That's the modern day something.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's try and go up as quiet as we can.
Alright, you're going to start heading across the field.
Yeah. Just stay low in the bushes as much as we can.
Alright, give me stealth rolls, please.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
I feel the urge to. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to reverse mine if you don't mind. To a 47.
I turned predator.
I'll give you a standard. Okay.
But don't forget to refresh your luck points.
I did that before the game. I don't take any boxes with the crits, do I? It's fumbles.
Fumbles, yeah.
See, they have to get a crit higher than your crit to beat you on perception, and they have to get higher than me. But me with success.
Oh, is that how it works? So I need to beat a 56 or get closer.
To beat a 47 for me, and
Okay.
but still be a success. And with Kath, you have to get a critical, but like a 3 crit.
Has to be higher, not lower.
Mm.
That's weird. Are you sure? That's weird.
Because it's harder to do. So yeah. Exposed. Is that the right word?
Hang on. Sorry, getting the rubber belt, everybody.
I would definitely argue it's harder to get to 01 than it is to get between 3
No,
and 25.
it's harder to get a 3 because that crit, your skill has to be higher.
Yeah, but in this case, getting 01 would be harder than getting between 3 and 24. There's a much bigger. I can see where you're coming from with how to get crits.
Yeah, so basically you have to get higher than the roll, but still be a success.
Oh, okay. So an opposed roll is determined thus. Both participants roll their respective skills. The winner is the one who gains the better level of success.
Yeah.
So, if, for instance, if Mehdi had got a success at easy, and I'd got a critical at easy, then I win the opposed roll.
That's right.
If they're both the same, then the winner is the one who has the highest dice roll still within the success range.
Yeah. So if they got, in my case,
So if
25, and it was a crit, that's the best they could get.
Yes.
No. No. Because 25 crit would mean they've got a skill of God knows how many hundred. But if they got a 3, that's still a crit. And it is a crit, then that would beat you.
As would a 4, as would a 5,
Yeah, or a 6. Yeah. So 60%.
Yeah. So, and you set it at stand. Is it standard normally?
Normally it's standard. Yeah.
Standard. Yeah.
Okay. In which case, Mark is like a ghost to both of them, and then a 47. So unfortunately, okay.
I'm hoping you roll low.
Okay, so as you start moving through the woods, you notice this one, oblivious to what's going on, goes to the door. This one moves to here and starts scanning the area.
Once I see him moving towards our direction, I'll just freeze for a second, just hunker down. But slowly.
No problem. All right. All right. Do you want to do anything else at this point?
Look to the right to make sure that the other two are still the other end of the field.
You can make out their shapes in your night vision goggles. They appeared to have approached a small brick building about 200 meters away. So 600.
I'm not bothered about details, just that they are still down there.
Yeah, they are.
Not on their way back and just about to walk into us or something.
This one continues forward, probably a few, and this one goes to the door. And as it goes to the gun,
is there a stone nearby?
Give me a. I was going to give me a luck roll, but luck isn't really a roll, is it? In this?
No. I just want to basically reach down and grab something solid I can just throw over behind the guy into the bushes, sort of like over here.
All right, give me a brawn roll. Shall we go with brawn?
No.
As you heft the stone as far as you can.
Oh, and it's not very far.
It isn't very far.
This big clod of soil that I picked up.
Did you want to look it and re-roll, or leave it as it is?
No, I'm going to leave it. It's dark. I've made a mistake there.
Okay. This one immediately kind of drops, rifle out, and starts scanning the area through your night vision thing, Mark. You can see that he has a set of goggles on.
Okay. So he's got night vision as well.
It would appear so. Night vision, not infrared.
Yeah. Keep my shotgun trained on him just in case.
Okay.
I hope I never need to use it.
No worries. About 20 meters, 25 meters. Okay. This one disappears inside. I might need to go for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, for a sniper rifle.
Yeah. That's one of my specialties.
The thing is, we don't want to hurt them. Well, in a sense, we don't want to hurt them. We want to know what the hell they're doing and what's going on.
Nah.
One second, guys.
See, what are you intending to do?
I was hoping to incapacitate them.
If he hadn't started coming down here, which I suppose they would do, it's a point thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been damn sight easier, but now we've got to get close to him.
As I said, I'm Predator at the moment. I can just stand up and walk straight up to him and he can't see me.
Yeah, so the fun thing about that is that'll work until your next move. Yeah.
I'd have kept moving if you hadn't have
If I'd have, if I'd have turned around.
yeah.
See, I think I was safe, but I just think it's a thing they do. One goes in and one just keeps outside checking the area.
Yeah.
See, I would have looked at throw, but I'm very conscious about how many luck points we have. And the fact it's only 7:30.
Oh, I still had 2 left from last game.
Oh, I burnt through mine because I did everything, didn't I? I did all the driving and stuff.
Yeah. And I got lucky on rolls last week as well.
Mm.
Not as lucky as that, but... Alright, sorry, I'm back. Apologies.
No worries.
I had a conversation about some stuff. Okay, so a guy goes inside. Now, let me see what is going on at that point. Okay. All right, that happens. Okay, this guy continues to move forwards. He's going to come forwards probably another... Oh, move your bum. Not you. Sorry, what you doing?
Where's you going? Oh, he's been hit by a car. Goes to the machine.
Yeah, he's gone. He's left the county.
Did he fail a willpower check and just legged it?
No, the cat sat on the keyboard. Right, it's bringing him back. Bringing him back. Hang on.
Yeah, he's just been hit by another 3 cars.
He's probably in Basingstoke by now.
Alright, so he's about here now. Okay.
Still facing our way or looking towards the bushes where
he is
noise came from?
still... Oh, Christ. He is still... yeah, he's advancing very slowly.
Alright, I'm going to be a decoy here, I think, and hopefully get him so he turns his back towards you, Mark.
No pressure.
Okay. At that point, you will hear the distinct sound of suppressed weapon going off. Enough that this guy pauses and looks over his shoulder. And he's gonna do...
Plus, that means he didn't shoot you.
How do you know where somebody's hit somebody? Is it roll a d20?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hit location.
For some reason it's rolling 2. Why is it rolling 2?
2 d20s.
No, it's just one.
Oh, for some reason it's rolling 3 d20s, but hey ho. Okay.
Oh, unless it's a burst fire thing and it does one for each bullet.
No, it's not that clever. Sadly. Maybe it is. No, it can't be. It's not that clever. Load is how long it takes you to load something, isn't it? Yeah, and I haven't set a fire rate, so because again, it's not that clever. Okay, so that happens then. That's going to do. No. At that point, you will hear. Right, so a bunch of things happen at that point. So you hear the. Because you two have been in combat zones, you know what a silenced. Because silence doesn't really mean it's silent.
No, exactly.
No.
But you know the sound that it makes, and you can just hear that distinct chatter of a silenced carbine going off just above the noise of the traffic, which is very slow still on the motorway at this point as they're kind of rubbernecking past, and there's not a lot of traffic at sort of 3:30 in the morning. At that point, this guy pauses and turns and looks over his shoulder. Do you want to do anything at that point?
Good charge, yeah.
At 10 metres, he'll turn round and fire before I get close to him.
Maybe he hears us.
He's going to hear us running. See, if we did it stealthily, it would take way too long to get there.
How far away is he now? See how close this one to me. He's only 15 meters away from me. Yeah, 12 from you.
That's not good.
Running 12 metres is 12 steps.
Yeah, so you can run at him, not a problem.
I just think he'll hear and fire.
It's a suppressed gun, so if you can get close to push his gun away.
It's all me, Mark.
No, I'm thinking us. Hell, if he sees me with a shotgun, odds are he's going to aim at me.
Well, just don't use the bloody thing. We'll just try to get him down as quick as possible.
Yeah. I'm thinking smack.
All right.
But I tell you what, I'm going to give it. I'll just put my hand up to Mark and just weigh it.
Okay. Maybe try and sneak a bit closer while he's facing the other way.
Mm.
Sorry, just 1 second. I am trying to do about 3 things all at once here, and I'm failing miserably to do all of them. So I massively apologise. All right, so where is the differential roll, Mr. Meddy?
Page number or
Page 51.
I got it.
And so to figure out a differential roll, it is so if one opponent gets the best that they get on their roll is standard, and the other opponent fails completely, is that 3 differences, or is that? Yeah, and that would be antagonist wins 3 levels of success, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or is it literally? I don't understand. Right, hang on. Both participants roll against their respective skill and suffer the results of their rolls tested in isolation. There is no outright winner. Whoever gained the higher level of success gains an. Okay, so if there's, and is it? So is combat generally done at standard? Medic?
Yeah.
But it can be modified up or down based on
as you wish, depending on circumstance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cover would make it harder, or to hit or to fire.
So in this instance, then, we've got a standard success and a standard failure. So we've got a protagonist fails and the antagonist wins. So that gets 1 level of success.
Is it combat we're talking about here? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at that point,
so if the defender succeeds, did you say?
No, the attacker succeeds.
All right, that's fine. So then you get your special hit location.
So he rolls damage. So she rolls damage. She rolls damage. That gives it away there, doesn't it? Right.
No.
Okay, so she rolls
that.
damage. Does roll multiple crit. I don't know why. So we'll take the left. Oh, left leg. She clouts him across the left leg for.
We don't seem to have
A lot of damage.
Yeah, because we don't have much.
What happens if a location loses all of its wounds?
It then goes into a serious wound, major wound, critical. You would have to take an endurance check to remain conscious.
Okay, so as soon as you lose all of your hits in a location, you take an endurance test to remain conscious.
Yeah, and then depending on how many you lose, so if it then goes over into a serious wound, it becomes 1 level harder and sort of stuff.
Okay, well, funnily enough, makes the endurance test. All right, I need to read this properly. Okay.
So hit points are really that low. It's like left leg I put down as 5 hit points.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It's an awesomely fatally good game. Or system, should I say.
Yeah.
And I think at that point as well, he is probably going to do a take weapon, I guess. No, it's not technically unarmed. All right, okay. There is a cry out in pain, and this guy starts to move back. So, what do you want to do?
If he's moving back towards caravan, we're going forwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the intention of incapacitating him, overpowering him, getting his weapon away from him.
Okay, give me perception check, both of you. I'm looking for a standard success. Alright, both of you can hear him talking on the radio, and he seems to be sort of saying Bravo 1 and 2 engaged target.
That means they're going to be coming back this way in a second. So if we're going to do this, we do it now.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do?
Yeah. I'm going to put my hand up to Mark and do a quick forward. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm following his lead.
Tell you what, let's figure out how combat works together. We
Combat.
roll for initiative.
I'm a medic. You're the expert at combat, so I'm following your lead. A medic can use weapons, but yeah, I don't want to be left behind, do I?
Sorry, give me a second while I chase down the initiative on the sheet.
It's an initiative bonus. Oh, it says initiative, a number, and then initiative bonus is +0 for me. Where's it? That's got to be based on one of the stats, surely.
D10 and add your initiative bonus. Really?
How do you get the initiative bonus? Just to check that. It says preview traits of the characters. That's updated correctly.
Okay, must be. The initiative bonus is.
Well, mine's 16.
Yeah, I've got 17 as an initiative, but no bonus. So I'm assuming.
Well, it just says initiative, doesn't it? It just says a number in your initiative bonus box.
Yeah. So it's just D10.
Yeah. Well, no, if you do your normal thing, if you right-click your token and put it into the combat tracker, as you do normally, you should be able to click it there. Let me update your combatant. I don't know why it's called test, but you are...
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
There you
test. Okay. Ah, exactly
Oh, idiot. Yes, of course.
And you're the same, so let me update your combat with...
So I'm
Testicles.
guessing the higher the better.
All right. So I apologise. This is going to be slow, I think, because I should have read this again.
Kath, if you've got your combat specials sheet, chart, take them out.
Combat specials chat.
Like offensive specials and defensive specials.
Where's that?
In the book.
Oh, sorry. Right.
I need to... What I'll do is I'll clip them and paste them in here.
Do you want me to just scan them in and put them and send them across, or?
Yeah.
I'll do that after tonight. Yeah.
Tell me the page. I might actually have the book.
So it's going to be page 100.
Notifications.
Is that version 1.3? Or
This is Mythras version revision 3, 2018.
awesome.
That's not the right book. Is that? It's not got 100 pages.
It is the Mythras rule, but not the Mythras.
Imperative.
Not the other one, not the imperative.
Right.
So the table should be the same in the imperative, right?
In theory.
Just different pages. That's 34. Plates. Special effects table. Page 44.
There you go.
Well, 44 of the PDF. 43 in the actual wound.
Okay.
Okay.
So we begin combat. She then. Okay, so how combat works. Right. So she once again will attempt to hit him. So you roll against your combat style, right, Midi?
Sorry, yes, I dropped my Mythras bookmark. Yeah.
You roll against combat style, you note your result. We note her result. Her result, I will share this so we can all do this together. Her result is that.
Holy. Yeah, I think he's dead.
Okay. That costs her an action, right?
Yep.
Okay, so she goes down to that number of actions left. At this point,
on the initiative tracking, normally, that we do rounds and then we come back and then it's a bit like Shadowrun.
Yeah.
So you do in turn until there's no actions left for anybody.
Yeah. But she's not on the combat tracker at the moment, should she be? There we go.
No, we're not in combat with her.
You're technically not in combat with her. Okay, so if he wants to try and parry or evade, he can evade, right?
Oh yeah. He goes prone if he evades, though.
Right. Yes, he does.
Unless
So
he
he-
uses acrobatics, if memory serves me.
What about his evade skill?
No, if he uses evade, that's just you go prone. It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like diving out of the way, basically.
So you're better off putting points in acrobatics than evade.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's an actual proper skill is acrobatics, not like athletics.
Running far too many combats here. Right, so he's going to attempt to evade her. So he just rolls against his evade skill. And again, I'm going to share these numbers for this one combat while we get used to it. So it's standard for both. Technically, it's not a confined space. If you've been inside a caravan, you know there's quite a bit of space across.
Yeah.
So it's standard for both. She gets a critical, he gets a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So if I compare this on page 51, so Kath, it's not going to be the same page for you, but you're looking for the differential roll result. If I compare this, the differential roll result, the antagonist criticals, the protagonist fails, so the antagonist wins with 2 levels of success.
Yeah, basically, when you get a critical, when you succeed in combat, you get 1 critical.
Okay.
And it's just an ordinary, so it's a special, not a critical. Sorry, you get a special when you succeed in combat.
Yeah.
If you get a critical, you get a special and a critical. So, which means you can do things like attacker crits. You can get bypass armor, choose location, circumvent parry, force failure, max damage. That's always a favourite one. Whereas the ordinary offensive specials are things like shift location. So if she punched him in the leg and wanted to punch him in the abdomen, she could shift that up 1.
Right.
And things like that, bash, bleed, close range,
Let's have a
compulsory.
look at where she hits him.
As this book doesn't seem to have that differential table, so I can't find a table to do with that.
I don't understand. Right. So I don't understand why this rolls 2d20, 3d20, but it seems to. Oh, I know why. Right. So if I look at this, so basically I've hit the left leg. The right leg would be a 2, and the chest would be a but that's not right, because the abdomen would be the next step up, wouldn't it?
From the
It's
leg,
not-
yeah.
It's not a call I thought it might have been a call. Okay, let me just roll this again, because if it's rolling the left leg all the time, it's broken.
No, trust me, left leg's a favourite in all the games.
Okay, so she hits his left leg. So the first thing is she rolls for damage, right?
Yep.
I'm not going to share it.
Hit location, special, then damage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's the order we do it in anyway.
Oh, hit location, then special, then damage. All right, so she's got left leg.
So she's got two specials.
She's got two specials. And she critted, so she can use a crit.
She can use one off the crit table, yeah.
She can use one of the crits. Okay, so she will maximize damage, because why wouldn't she? And then she will also, I'm going to say press advantage. I just need to look what it does.
Press advantage basically means you're pushing them back on the back foot, so they don't attack next turn, but they can defend.
Right. Yes, so she's going to press advantage. She's going to maximize damage. It does not affect the damage modifier. Okay.
If it's max damage, you don't need to roll damage, which is quite cool.
Well, you do if she's got a damage modifier, right?
No, you just do max damage plus the modifier. Yeah, so max damage she can do. So what's the damage of a weapon?
So damage of a weapon is 1d4.
So 4, yeah. Damage modifier.
And the damage modifier is also a dice.
What's the maximum on the dice?
Is it maximum on the dice? Because that's not what it says in the book.
Oh, well, because the damage modifier shouldn't be a dice. The damage modifier should be on her...
My damage modifier is D2.
That's weird. That must be a separate thing for this game then.
Yeah.
Because your modifier is normally based... If it's physical, it's normally based off your strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
something to do with the modifier is based off strength and size somehow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
If you look at page 98, maximize damage does not affect the damage modifier of the attacker, which must be rolled normally. So she does a total of 13 points to his left leg. He is unarmored on his left leg. So his armor's going to go straight to 0, right? His leg is going to go straight to 0. What happens to the rest of the damage?
You just double it up now. So it goes to 0. Let me see if I can get this right. 0 to 1 of his... What was his thing? Was it 5, did you say?
5.
So 1 to -5 would be a serious wound, I think.
Okay.
Let me just quickly make sure I'm not going to completely mess this up. Right, let's have a look.
109. Yeah. Okay, so a minor wound is positive hit points. Serious wound is reduced to 0 hit points or below. A major wound is reduced to negative score equal to or greater than the starting hit points.
Yeah. I've just found the same page.
So, major wound, the character is immediately incapacitated, unable to continue fighting.
Yeah, serious wound, it's a endurance check, I think it is, isn't it?
And a serious wound, immediately make an opposed test of his endurance versus a successful attack roll. Failure results in the limb being rendered useless until the location is restored to positive hit points. Okay, so effectively he's down and out of the count. He's out completely. Okay. that's her go. So, let me mark him as unconscious, because that's technically what he is. All right, the next up then. So this guy immediately uses one of his actions to move. That's correct, yes?
Yep.
And it's an action to move.
If he's got a weapon ready, he can fire as well.
So he can't see the target because she's inside a building.
Yeah.
So yeah, he will move.
I see we've started doing funny things with move now, where it's a bit like, it almost sounds like Pathfinder, where you can move, pull an action, then sort of move a third of your movement, then move another third of your movement, and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that in Pathfinder. If you do partial movements, you
No,
use up that whole action.
per turn or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
And how far can you move?
That should be on your character sheet. Normally,
Yeah.
walk 6, run 18, sprint 35. It's on your first page character sheet.
Yeah.
That's madness. I guess that doesn't change based on stats then. It's a racial thing, is it?
Yeah, it's a racial thing. Okay, so the interesting thing is there's no real concept of running or sprinting as an action. So
No, well, this is why this is something that has been brought into it, I think, where you divide your movement by 3, or by how many turns you have.
Right. Okay. So he's gonna. Oh, I see.
Actions. So, but how many actions you have? Sorry.
So if you have 3 actions, then you sprint using all 3 actions or something.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah.
Run 2 actions and move for 1. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna. In which case, he's gonna come back from here. He's gonna move 1 action, which is 6 meters. So he's gonna move to about there. Okay. So that's his first action. Sam, you're up.
Let's hope I get this right.
So this we're only using 1 action, so we can only move the same speed, I assume.
Yeah.
No, well, if I sprint, I should be able to get to him. The walking thing is.
See, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to find. I'm going to find imperative and see if that does anything different. Because technically it says you can spend an action to move and close the distance with something.
Yeah. Well, we used to do it like that. We used to literally use the full movement per action.
Yeah. Well, the charge action
so
is
either
moving quickly to increase the force impact of an attack. So there's a charge action. Choose the attacker. Charge requires the attacker to choose a charge action. It's either a running or sprint gate. This brings them into contact with their opponents. They must stop there and conduct the attack action. Charge. There's no minimum distance that must be covered before a charge can take place, as the distance moved is less a factor than the momentum achieved, hence running or sprinting.
And actually, if you look at imperative, the move action, provided one is not engaged with an opponent, the character may move any distance the game master deems suitable for the situation.
Yeah, but with no further than the maximum move it could do in that turn.
Yes.
While charging, the attack roll suffers a difficulty grade of hard. In return, the charge increases the size of the attacking weapon by 1 step, and the bipedal attacker's damage modifier by 1 step, or 2 steps if a quadruped. Right, it doesn't matter.
The move action allows the character to move a distance equal to their base movement rate. So, and then, okay, so if you want to move further, you're effectively having to charge or spring.
Well, charge uses sprint or run. So you can choose.
Yeah.
That's on page 46 of the Imperative. I just happened to be open on that page when.
Yeah.
I'm still scanning through the main book.
You see, it doesn't really cover it doesn't really cover running or sprinting. So, I'm quite honestly, unless you're going to get engaged, I don't really care how far you move. If you want to close with him, that's fine.
Well, my intention was to run it behind him and jump on him.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's just play it out.
That's what it says. A charge action moving at either a running or sprint gate.
Yeah.
Brings him into contact, him and stop there and conduct the attack action. So, yeah.
To do that, then charge at him. So is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, and it's within my run. So.
Okay. That's fine. I guess if you're gonna sprint, you're probably making endurance tests, aren't you?
Well, it's a run.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. So you burst out of the trees and charge down this guy. He spins around with a look of surprise on his face as you bear down on him. Did I not see, though, that the charge action allows you to
You attack once you reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So roll your attack.
Right, I've got no weapons out, so it's going to be this one.
Is it going to be an unarmed attack?
While charging, the attack roll suffers a difficulty grade of hard.
Do you know what? I'm going to re-roll that anyway.
Okay.
I'm not reversing it, I'm re-rolling it.
Reversing it would have given you your hard that you need, but that's awesome. So you've got your hard that you needed. He is a little bit surprised, but he's going to use one of his action points to try and evade you.
Nice,
throw himself out of the way as you jump at him.
Nicely done.
And he's failed.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my roll thinking you'd done it.
Failed. He's a standard. See, that's interesting. So it's hard for you because you charge, but it would still be standard for him because he. So that's interesting. I like that. Okay, so again, looking at the differential table, you are the antagonist. You have succeeded. He has failed, so you win with one level of success.
Yep, so I get one special and to do a little bit of damage.
Also, it says, in return, the charge increases the size of the attacking weapon by 1 step, and the bipedal's attacker's damage modifier by 1 step.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically my fist would then become...
A hammer.
One's, yeah. Would be one's, it's basically my... come on, brain, start working. My damage modifier, which is, so it becomes 1d2 would become 1d4.
4. Yeah. But the normal damage would go up as well. So I don't know what a fist is, but a knife would go to a d6, for example. So
you've rolled.
That's location.
Okay, so you've hit him in his
chest.
Chest, yeah. Okay. Now, he does have a ballistic vest on.
Bugger.
So he's going to take...
Ooh. He'll take... Well, I'll tell you what I would do. I might make my special
Yeah.
Hit location, special damage. That's what I should be doing. I'm going to shift location.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to head.
So where's shift location on the special effects summary?
See, that's
choose location.
Choose location. Yeah, well, no, there's choose location and shift location. But yeah, choose location would be choose head.
See, there isn't a shift location on here.
Oh, strange. I wonder if that's the that'll be the firearms one, isn't it?
Very possibly, yeah. Okay, so choose location. Choose location says using hand-to-hand melee weapons, the attacker may freely select the location where the blow lands as long as that location is normally within reach. Choose location is a critical success for ranged. Okay, so you're going to go for his head. He has a helmet on as well, though. So his arms and legs are unprotected. His chest and head have a ballistic vest and a ballistic helmet. So does that change where you're going for?
Can you use your muted?
Sorry. To be fair, no. That's what I would do. I wouldn't. I was going for the chin, basically.
Is there a special that disarms or something?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so roll your damage. As you clunk him into bang into his head, try and take his chin out as he turns, knowing it's going to slightly hurt when your fist connects with this
With the helmet.
So, what would be the damage for a fist?
I'm just checking that now. I should have made a note of it. To be
3,
fair.
I believe.
My melee weapons, I've just got a knife, so I'll put in.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't have fist. I think it's D3.
So 1d3. Now is that the one that? No, it's a modifier that goes up, isn't it? So 1d3 plus 1d4.
No, both go up according to what?
Yeah, both go up.
All right, so
D4 plus D4. So 2d4.
it didn't work. I forgot to put roll. Whoa.
Oh. Okay. So that gives him a serious wound as he goes to minus.
Does that go through his armour then? Because don't forget to take his armour off first.
Yeah, I did. So he's got 2 points of armour, so that takes it down to 6. The 6 goes through. He's got 5 wounds on his head, which puts him down to -1, which means he's got a serious wound. Which means he immediately needs to take an endurance test against your 21, I believe.
So is that including your damage mod then?
Yeah.
Just base.
I maxed out on it by the looks of it.
He failed.
It just says 2d4 to me, that's all.
Ah.
Yeah. He fails.
Christ, I've knocked him out.
I believe he goes unconscious. Is that correct?
If he's failed his endurance, then yeah, he'd go unconscious. What was the roll in his endurance?
60.
That was a fail, not an easy success. Sorry, a standard success.
No, it was a fail.
Oh right, okay, sorry.
So he's going to be unconscious for approximately
8 rounds?
8 minutes.
8 minutes, sorry, yeah, it's the damage, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mark, your action.
I'm going to run up as well, because I would have been doing pretty much the same time. But I obviously don't need to hit him. I'll move his gun away from him and check if he's got search him, see if he's got zip ties or something to.
Yes, he will have on his belt, lightly looped on his belt, some zip ties.
Right. I shall incapacitate him. Zip tie his hands and his feet, and then like hog tie them together.
All right.
And take off his headset and.
That's way. So that all is way more than one action. So moving up to him's fine. Searching him for the zip ties is fine. So that would be your action.
Baking the cake is definitely out of the question.
Okay. Yeah. So second action, from out of the building steps a rather let me see if I can share her picture with you.
Left eye. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Left eye. It is definitely a quick AI picture that I got thrown together.
Start using Bing. They're much better.
Yeah, I will do. She steps out, looks around, and begins to. Where's she gonna go? She's a bit confused. You're gonna head to about there. So that's her second action. All right. He is unconscious. Okay. So Sam, what do you want to do? As you see this figure of a woman come, in the darkness, you can just make her out as she comes barreling out of this thing, kind of almost starts on all fours as she comes leaping out, gets up and starts to sprint across the thing.
Does she look or resemble the person that was in the back of the ambulance that I saw jump out?
I'll give you a hard perception check because it is dark. Oh, yes, absolutely looks like the woman. To the point that you can see the clothing that she's wearing is badly kind of stained.
Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to slack-jawed once I see and recognise her. And I'll put a hand on Mark and just point towards her.
Yep.
That's her from the bloody ambulance, mate. You said she was dead.
She was. Unless someone can come back from missing throat.
I think I've added fist to both of your characters. We'll double check if the damage is correct later, but...
Yeah. I'd already added it, so I've got it twice now. So I'll delete mine.
I don't use mine for fighting, I use it purely for pleasure.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
Okay, yes. Mark, Sam, what do you want to do? I'm going to give you that as a freebie.
In which case, I mean, to be fair, mine is purely going to be doing that, pointing at her, and then I'm going to say, "Give me that bloody gun, and you take this one, mate." Okay. I can't hit anything with a barn door with this thing, and that's got a wider spread.
Which one?
So I'm going to have your shotgun.
Use. Okay.
I can't use it, but I'm going to take your shotgun.
Okay.
And then you've got the suppressed rifle.
Right.
All right. Let me move these things around a little bit then. So, Mark is giving up the combat shotgun over to Sam. So let me delete that off Mark. And you're getting carbine.
Yeah. Hopefully the carbine, can you turn it to single shot?
Yeah, you have to tell me if you're going to... The interface isn't complicated, isn't built well enough to support different types of combat. You have to let me know if you want to use it. I'm just going to make a
I'm down as
note.
marksman, which is single shot rifle, so I turned it to single shot.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking,
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got carbines down.
So I'm going to amend yours to say, there you go. Silenced. Wait, suppressed.
I don't suppose they have pistols on them, do they?
Say again?
I don't suppose they have pistols on them, do
Oh,
they?
yeah, they do.
Oh, in which case, sorry, stop that. I'll just take a pistol. Sorry. I'm sorry to mess you around there.
Okay.
I'll keep the shotgun, but I'll take the pistol because that's what I can use.
Pistol as well. There you go then. You should have a Glock 10 mil on you.
Fantastic. And
This isn't silenced. The Glock isn't silenced.
No.
It's a standard Glock. Okay, so that's your action.
Yeah.
That means, Mark, your second action.
So first action, I only found the zip ties, didn't I? So the second action, I'll be zip tying him up
Okay.
and removing any communication device in case he comes round and
No problem.
just talks to his allies.
Right, at that point, I am going to do this. And bring them in. Okay.
I'll have the carbine down by me just to speak up in case I get shot at.
Hang on. Something's gone wrong here.
Draw initiative for those two.
Yeah, we'll do. Problem is, they've been linked, so I need
Oh,
to.
they're all unconscious.
Yeah, no, I need to unlink them because for some reason these have come in linked.
Yeah, they've all got the same name. That's probably why.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Those are unlinked. All right. Roll initiative for those two. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, it is partly because they've all got the same name. That's not helping at all, but it doesn't matter. So, Mark, you've had your go zip tying, so he's going to sprint. To there. He's unconscious. Okay. Her go. He is going to sprint. Right. You watch with surprise. Maybe. As she makes it all the way to the hedgerow. That moves with an inhuman speed across the field and kind of you watch as she leaps up into the hedgerow. Sam.
Christ. I'm going to quickly check for spare ammo for this pistol while watching what these guys are doing up the other end of the field.
Yep. They're quickly moving at a sprint.
I've got no chance of chasing her after seeing what she's just done.
No. So you'll be able to find... I need to create this really quickly. Let's call it... For now, that'll do. You can grab 2. Why can't I change the quantity? Oh, because you change it there. You can grab 2 pistol magazines from his belt. He's kind of like got 2 pistol and probably 2 carbine magazines on him.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, your third action.
We'll take the night vision goggles off this guy
Okay.
and give them to Sam. So
Good thinking.
you can see what's going on now.
All right.
Once I've done that, I'll start moving over towards the caravan to check on
Yeah.
whoever was inside.
I've given you night vision goggles on there. Okay. All right, I'll let you move a little bit towards the thing. Technically, probably pulling the night vision goggles off and giving them to Sam is probably your action, realistically.
Yeah. Wasn't doing anything fancy, just literally take them off. I could probably take them off while I was binding him and gagging him anyway.
Yeah, let's get into cover. Into that caravan.
Okay. Anybody else got a fourth action?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a fifth.
Okay. And
Oh, my life.
fifth.
Right, in fact, I'm going to let you go into the caravan and get what you need from there, or see what's gone in there to start it off with, because we don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep an eye out on these guys coming this way.
Okay.
Well, do you want the caravan because it's got longer range?
I couldn't hit a barn door with it.
Right, okay.
I'm more up close and personally shooting at that mark.
Yeah, well, I'm shotguns and long range. Not pistols.
That one is unconscious still. Okay. So the problem is, everything's linking again, and it shouldn't do.
Try and rename some of the characters in case.
No, because I know why. He's fine.
Because I changed 2, 3, 4.
There we go. Fixed it. All right, Sam. Fourth action.
So I am literally moving to the corner here.
Yeah.
And just facing down the field,
Okay.
maintaining
From the
a
night vision goggles, you can see the two folks down here. They are hurrying across the field.
and I'll whisper to Mark, get in there, mate, and see what bloody happened. But be quick.
Well,
And I shall do just that. I shall move in to the building
okay.
and take cover so that they can't see me from outside and look at what's going on or what has gone on. If there's anyone that needs medical aid, I shall
Okay.
try and...
There is a lot of claret all over the place. There is just inside the doorway, there appears to be another one of these. Well, you don't know. They're dressed like police.
SWAT type thing.
Our equivalent of a SWAT type person,
Yeah.
right? That's how they're dressed. That's the first thing. The second thing you notice is that there is another figure on the sofa that basically has been kind of sliced open, and there appears to be loads of writing on the wall of the caravan.
Can I read it?
It says Marjorie, 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 St. Michael's. I think that's what it says. Yeah, St. Michael's.
So Marjorie written lots of times, and then St. Michael's.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it kind of, so nearest the body on the sofa is the word sort of St. Michael's. It's kind of been scrawled coming up, and then all around it is Marjorie.
Okay. Okay. He's obviously dead. The one that's sitting there with his chest wide open. Is the armed one dead as well, or just badly injured? Is he breathing?
He so his leg, femoral artery on his leg has been severed, and there is a lot of blood staining down the trouser leg of his thing. So your quick glance as you take everything in, both bodies in here appear to be dead, and there is this strange writing all over the wall.
Right, okay. Well, that'll be this action, I would assume. Getting there and seeing that.
Okay. They don't have any more actions. Does anybody else have a fifth action?
Yes.
Okay. What do you, Sam?
No, I'm spent.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm going to quickly search the body, see if there's any ideas to who they are, if they are police.
They are certainly dressed in a Metropolitan Police gear, but there is no ID on them. There are balaclavas underneath the helmet as well.
Right, okay. I'll take the headgear off with the goggles and things and take a photo of the face. And pick up guns. As part of carrying on to next round.
I was going to say, yeah. So probably getting the headgear off this round and then taking the photo as an action next round is probably a doable thing. Okay. So actually we do now go to round 2. She is long gone. Unless you're going to chase her, she is just out of here.
Unless we can fly, I don't think that's an option.
Okay, this guy is going to come to... How many action points do these actually have? 3, I think. This guy is going to... To that? Sam.
I'm going to not joke on a nut. I'm going to knock on the side of the caravan with the palm in my hand so it's not loud. Okay. But it'll go, you'll hear it from the inside.
Yeah.
And whisper in that kind of Grisky, hurry up. And then I'm going to move back to the unconscious guy while keeping an eye up the field.
Yeah.
Intentions being just to for later on is to hopefully take this person with us.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've just been checking my character for any torture or interrogation skills, like Warhammer, but I haven't got those on this one.
So let's give you a bit of honesty here. They're gonna get to you in probably a round and a half's time, which would be enough, I think, for you to take a photo of the writing, and both of you drag this body into the thicket of woods by the time they arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the goggles and other guns off these guys as well.
All right. So you're going to grab. All right. Let me.
Just a 1 sec, because it looks like the guy you. I mean, I wasn't there, but the way you're describing it, it was probably living there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him, I'm not touching.
Okay. There you go. All right. So you've got. So put a Glock, another carbine, and a Glock 10mm. So that other carbine would also be silenced.
They're over my shoulders, basically, and I've got the night vision goggles on.
Yeah,
So
I think I've dragged them onto your character as well. Okay, let's just drop out of combat here. These guys. So eventually, you manage to get yourself up into the trees, probably close to the gate. By the time the two other SWAT members close on the caravan, as they get within about sort of, I don't know, 30, 40 feet away, they stop sprinting, they drop for a second, and they survey the area, and then they begin to move forwards. Are you going to try and get out of this area with this guy now?
Yeah.
So both of you give me stealth rolls, please.
See, I was going to say wait, but anyway.
I'm going to reverse this.
Oh, I'll reverse mine.
Okay.
I'm not going to reverse mine. I'm going to re-roll.
Nice. So you've got a... okay.
We've both got full middle.
Assuming that their comrade in arms is in the caravan, you watch as the two of them, one of them gets up to the edge of the caravan, and immediately you will kind of, seconds later, actually no, they bursts in, and the other one kind of stays looking around the entranceway. But at this point, you guys are cleared of the gate and out and heading back towards your car, which I believe you had parked over here, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You get your passenger to the car, but he's probably starting to show signs of coming around.
He's hog-tied at the moment, so he's not going to do much.
Yeah.
Pop a gag in his mouth for the time being.
Pop a gag in his mouth. Okay.
Well, that was part of what I was doing. That's why I took the mask off. The goggles. His balaclava's a gag.
I always carry this lucky 8-ball around with me, with holes in it.
Okay. Are you
Nope.
driving off,
No.
or are you going to stay in the car?
No, driving off, but at the moment, lights are going to be off, using the night vision goggles to see where we're going.
Night vision goggles to see where you're going. Okay, excellent.
Once
All
we're at
right,
the main road, the lights are going on.
Let's take a 10-minute break.
Okay. Lost combat and no fatalities from us.
Don't jinx it.
But, you know, assuming we did that pretty correctly, that's how we...
Armour doesn't really help that much. The most important thing is moving out the way. No. Yeah, that's where your specials come into it, because there's one like duck back. So if you get hit, you can, instead of doing your special to do full damage or to do to keep them suppressed, you can use one that's called duck back, where you duck back behind cover. Right, smoke. Oh, we always do it where you do hit location. Oh no, special hit location damage. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't say between damage and hit location, but yeah, I would say you would do special. They must be selected before damage and hit locations, if any are rolled.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's the reason. Yeah, it is because Hazra always goes for the head with his spear, and he always does choose location. So it's so instead of rolling a one, so it's special hit location damage.
Oh, are you that boring person that always does the head?
Well, yeah, kind of, but sort of. I have started to throw my spear now to impale them, so it makes everything they do one level higher.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll change starting worlds about the movement thing.
Yeah, they're not obvious.
No, we did it. When we first started playing, we did it where you would do your movement, so 6 or 18 or sprint, and then, for example, I would run up to somebody and thrust a spear at them, because when we first started playing, it was you can move to them but you can't attack, and it's like then it becomes like a game of chess. Nobody wanted to engage,
Yeah.
But then again, that would be a challenge, running up and
No,
you get the attack at the end.
no, it depends how far they're. But yeah.
Yeah, it's looks like if it's within your run and sprint, then you get an attack at the end. Going off the charge rules, that was in the. The only book I've got is the Periton one.
Yeah, the way we do it now is if you move at somebody, you get a chance to hit, as long as your weapon's out.
Yeah, we need to have a look at it and figure it out. All right. So,
one thing I will say is, we will be putting face coverings on.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Balaclavas
From the boot.
You only have the gimp masks from the party.
The gimp masks. I have the one with the long dangly thing on the end.
The one that has something else.
Yeah, clown masks or something.
My intentions are to drive and find somewhere secluded
Okay.
to talk to this person.
Well, if you look at the map, there are plenty of secluded areas that you could probably find.
Let me just bring the map onto the screen. There we go.
So if you look at somewhere like Bagwell Lane and find a parking spot in Bagwell Lane.
Right, where's Bagwell Lane?
Yeah,
Bagwell Lane, brilliant stuff. What forest there, isn't there?
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's going to be quiet at this time of the night. So looking at the time, it's probably getting close to about 3:45 in the morning. So it's still dark.
Okay.
Still gives you the opportunity to do what you want to do.
I think the perfect place is if you go down Bagwell Lane. There's a right turn, a left turn, and then going further up, there's like a break in the woods.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it before you get to the power cables, or what looks like power cables. Yeah, before you get to the power cables. Actually, we can stop at the power cables.
I have no idea where you are, because there's a few Bagwell lanes.
Bagwell Lane. Location is. I'm not going to read out all those numbers.
So if you look at the main map on Google.
Yeah, for where?
Type in 51.26877, minus 0.91457.
Thank you. I wasn't far off.
So that should be before the Premier Dressage full livery yard. You'll notice there's power cables going across Bagwell Lane.
Yeah.
And that's a nice open space where we should be able to just pull off the road there, hopefully.
And you can.
Yeah.
You can definitely pull off. There's a little gate that you could pull into.
Yeah.
You could.
On the other side, where it's more into the woods, I think. Just like a track there through the trees.
Yeah.
Pull off there, go a ways down there, kill the lights, pop them against a tree.
Okay. By this time, he's kind of awake and a little bit. I presume he's bound. Have you gagged him as well?
Yeah, he was gagged.
Yes.
Okay. So he's looking a little bit wide-eyed at you. Would you drag him out of the car and put him up against a tree?
I've got my ultraviolet light out just so it gives a light, but it doesn't give a light, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
What the bloody hell are you? Who are you? What the bloody hell are you doing? Take the gag out of his mouth.
You take the guy out.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're messing with?
No, dipshit. Otherwise, we wouldn't be asking these questions, would we?
Listen, this is above your pay grade. Let me go. I'll pretend this never happened.
Bollocks. The only way you're getting out of here, mate, is if you answer some questions. What's going on? What are we doing to that woman? Why are you kidnapping her?
You don't know?
Oh, I saw you chasing across a bloody field after with your guns out.
He's a wanted felon.
Bullshit.
Bollocks. Yeah. She came out the back of that van. Wanted felons go to police stations. They don't get kidnapped and dragged halfway to out of London. I'm going to pull my my knife out.
Okay. He looks at the knife. He looks at you. And he kind of has that you wouldn't dare look on him, on his face.
I'm just going to tap it on the inside of his thigh.
Okay.
Bets, mate.
We have... What kind of skill is this that you're trying to use here?
Well, it's like an intimidation. Let's have a look. Influence. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. It's not influence. It's something else. Gambling.
It's not a gambling role. I mean, if you're going to gamble whether or not you cut his leg off, you're definitely not trying. You're not trying to seduce him.
No. It is. It is influence.
Yeah. Give me an influence roll.
I don't really want to, but I'll have to.
Yeah, my influence is probably worse than yours.
Oh, I beg to differ. Come on, gods of the dice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yours is...
Yeah.
Am I reading that right? Yours is 16.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's not low. It's so low.
Yeah,
Your influence is 16.
Yeah. What's my charisma? That can't be right. Hang on one second.
What's your charisma? 8.
Oh, charisma's 8, yeah.
You're not very charismatic.
I'm not. I sneak into places and kill people.
I'm not charismatic, but more charismatic than that. Heck.
He kind of looks at you, willing you to go that one step further. He's not intimidated by you in the slightest.
No. The problem is, would I go that one step further if he's just if he's an innocent? But he's not, or is he? I'm going to apply pressure to his leg with the knife point.
Okay.
I'm avoiding the major artery. I'm just going muscle.
Mate, it's going to be another influence roll.
I'll succeed when there's just a head left.
Can I assist in any way?
You can.
You can. And you can also... What's the thing that you can do as well to add to your skill?
Put skill points in it.
No. Who's it?
What's tenacity do?
Oh, I don't know what tenacity does.
So we've got tenacity, magic points, luck points, action points.
Oh, tenacity is like it's called Cthulhu. It's your mental strength before you go cuckoo.
Ah, right, okay. I want that higher than that.
Tenacity is spirit combat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because my willpower is quite good, but my tenacity isn't.
Yeah, my willpower's all right as well. That's because I'm a gambler. Right, here we go. Influence roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I'll
Right,
roll
bugger
minus 12 if I'm helping
Look,
you.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
What's your skill? What is your skill?
26.
26. So I can add 3% onto this.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was on about.
So I need to get a 19.
So do I need to roll it to do that? Or?
It doesn't matter. You helped.
You did.
Is it
help.
just a threat?
As the knife kind of nicks into his muscle, you do have to apply just enough pressure to draw blood, not necessarily enough pressure to sever any arteries in his leg. He goes, all right. I don't really work for the Met Police. I work for an organisation called Edom. I'm part of... Oh, God. Figure this out. Give me a second. He's not going to tell you everything, but he's going to spill a few beans.
How about if you give us a number of questions?
Give you 3 questions. Yeah, I'll give you 3 questions. 3 questions.
3 questions. Sparrow. What?
Oh, is she alive?
Well, yeah. Go on, you ask that.
Yeah, that's the obvious one that comes to me because I saw her effectively dead. So it's like, how is she alive?
He looks at you. She's not really alive. Let's just say she's been infected by something that's kept her moving.
Good, lean forward. Elaborate.
He looks at you and I don't think you'd believe me if I told you.
Well, not until you try.
That woman had her throat torn out. There ain't no infection that I've ever heard of that would make her get up again.
There's one. We've tried very hard so that people don't hear of it. Or when they do, they attribute it to legend and myth and story.
Did you do this to her? Did you infect her with whatever it was that...
We didn't. Directly, no. A lab rat of ours did.
Would this lab rat be canine?
In one form, yes.
That doesn't make sense, mate. In one form? What do you mean in one form?
Elaborate on that.
I don't know a great deal. I'm part of the team that's sent out to clean up mistakes. This was a mistake. We lost track of the hound. The hound found its way to London and decided to reenact some memories that had been imprinted on it. The hound can take two forms. The form of a dog, the form of a man. And when it kills, the things it kills tend not to stay dead. Hence, the team transporting the body had a short window, clearly shorter than they thought it was, to dispose of the body safely.
So let's say, for instance, what you're saying is right. What are Eden doing with this lab rat? Why have they got this bloody thing there? This man dog.
Protecting the realm.
Protecting the realm by infecting people?
Not usually.
Protecting the realm from what? Or who?
Anybody that would try and do harm to her.
And this is sanctioned by who? What government? What government entity would sanction this sort of thing?
I don't know. Just one of the ratings.
So she's on the loose now. What's going to happen?
Well, that is a problem.
Now,
they will send out another group and try and track her down and contain her. If not, I don't know. We've never lost one before.
Contain as in capture? Because you were just saying you were going to dispose of her. So why would you capture her now?
Well, should be useful.
There've been 4 other ones of these, hasn't there? Or 5. This was the 5th one.
Yeah.
What happened to the other 4?
Disposed.
Destroyed?
Yes.
And is this dog still alive? Still escaped, or have you?
Dog's still loose. Don't know where to find him.
Can she pass this infection on?
Maybe. Yes. Probably.
So we've got a potential epidemic. Because you've lost the 2 sources of an infection.
He doesn't really say anything at that.
How do you track them?
Well, normally with RFID, but the hound, not so much. And her, she's a virgin.
And what difference would that make? It's a rarity in London, mate, but you know.
Well, let's just say she's come into her being unsupervised.
Right.
Which means... what difference does it make?
I take it she's got no one to show her the ropes.
Well, it's
So-
not so much that, it's more supervised means you don't roam free.
You're saying that she's animated. Has she got any recollection of who she was? Or is she just...
Shrugs. Don't know.
I take
Maybe.
it who she was, though, don't you?
No. I have no idea who she was.
That's
We were just
surprising
sent
me.
to clean it up. Like I said, I'm just a rating. Nothing special.
I can't believe I ain't heard nothing about this before. A strange thing, you know. A friend of ours had a book with lots of notes in it. Very odd book for a person to have with lots of notes in. It was that Bram Stoker's book about that big old vampire Dracula.
He looks at you. Okay. Where are you going with this?
Oh, I've seen enough films, mate, to see this. She's either a bloody werewolf. No, I'm talking bollocks, mate. They can't be right. These things don't exist.
There are things in the world that exist beyond what you would think they are.
Well, we've found 5 victims that were killed in the same place as Jack the Bloody Ripper. How freak is that?
Knowing the Hound, not too freaky.
You said you imprinted memories on him. Are you telling me that you imprinted something's knowledge about Jack the Ripper?
Well, I am not sure what was done, but maybe.
Why use the word memories and not knowledge? That implies that it had been there before.
Perhaps. Like I said, I'm just a rating. Don't have all the information.
Who's in charge of this?
Of what?
This organisation, this clean-up, for want of a better word. Edom, who do you report to?
Well, that'd be the Dukes.
Bear with me.
See, Bo, Luke, and Daisy come to mind, but fairly sure it's not the.
You mean Golderming?
Don't know anybody by that name. Wait a minute. Isn't he that geezer politician?
Possibly.
Yes, he's a lord.
No, don't know that name.
So which dukes then?
Which Dukes? Which dukes? What? He looks at you a little bit confused.
You said you'd report to the Dukes.
Well, sort of, yeah.
So who are these Dukes?
Don't know. I haven't met him. Like I said, I'm just a rating.
You keep using this word rating. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it sounds like I'm just a rating.
Like a level 1, level 2, level 3.
Well, just a rating. You know, like a captain, a lieutenant.
So a
And then-
rating is a rank.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think it is?
It's not a standard rank in any organisation I've heard of, so how high up is it? How high up was your dead friend in the caravan?
So, does one of you have? One of you has like knowledge.
I have law, strategic, and strategies.
Right, give me a roll. Ratings typically refer to naval personnel.
Ah,
Okay.
just like SBS type thing.
So typically you start off in the Royal Navy as an able rate. Then you go to a leading hand, a petty officer, chief petty officer, warrant officer, and so on. You can at any point go from there to officer, midshipman, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, captain, etc.
I think he's just
The
an
high-
able rate.
The highest rank you can get as a rating would be would be warrant officer.
Yeah, warrant officer 1. Yeah.
So when you keep looking a little bit quizzical at you, he says, "Yeah, I'm a leading hand. A rating."
Right, got you. New to the job, are you?
Oh, I have my skills.
I don't see many seamen on land, that's all I'm thinking.
He smiles. Yeah, well, we're a special group.
I had a royal screw up at that one, though.
Well, you see, I don't see it like that.
You got 4 dead bodies. That's a screw up.
4 dead bodies.
Yeah, that woman tore your friend's leg off.
Not to mention
Yeah.
the 2 people in the van.
1 person van.
No, not the caravan, the van that was driving them.
Oh, those 2, yeah.
Yeah. And I would assume an innocence that was in the caravan when your colleague went in and opened fire.
No, I think he saw our charge.
Well, she got away.
Do you guys go to Rotterdam much?
Can't say I've been to Rotterdam for a while. Typically go to Amsterdam when I've got a bit of time. Why?
No, we're just tugging at a string.
Anyway, what now?
Well, that's the question.
The way I see it, can't really afford to let me go.
No. But
You see,
also, we don't want her running around killing people.
Well, I don't necessarily know who you are. I know you're out there, and I know you know too much. So all I need to do is report to... one second. It says, all I need to do is report to Jetheth.
How are we spelling that?
Having what I know, it'll be a bit painful for me, but he'll soon track you down.
How do you spell that name?
Jetheth. Jetheth.
Well, we'll see. We can be quite resourceful ourselves.
So he's your superior, is he?
You could say that. Hard bastard.
Right, and he's in Basingstoke, is he?
No idea where Jetheth is.
Anything else you can think of, buddy?
Think I've said too much, don't you?
Yeah, well,
There's so many questions, but this guy's obviously clueless.
I ain't going to kill him in cold blood, mate. We're just going to leave him here and let him go. You go into the car, mate, and get ready, and I'll clip his bonds. Like he can walk back to where he's come from.
Okay.
So I'm going to face him towards a tree as I get
Okay.
his bonds in my hands.
Yeah.
Put my pistol to his head and shoot.
Okay. Not silence, remember?
No. I'm hoping to use his brain matter as a muzzle silencer.
As you're walking back to the car, Mark, you will hear the definite ring and retort of a Glock 10mm.
I was kind of expecting it.
You just pause for a second and then carry on to the car.
Yeah.
Alright, what are you doing with the body?
I will snip off the binds off his hands.
Yeah.
Take them with me, and just leave it.
Right, remember, he has the patches to suggest he's Met Police SWAT.
Oh, I didn't realise I had patches on. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like I said, he's wearing. As I said before, he's wearing all of the proper Met Police tactical gear.
He'll be getting naked then.
I believe.
Yeah, naked. Put the stuff in the back of the car.
Okay. All right. Probably. 20 or so minutes later. Now about 4:45 in the morning. Sun rise.
Sorry. as the sun rises, I'm going to turn the engine off and see if we can hear a scream.
Sun rises about an hour and a half's time.
We found a bit more information, but we're still no closer to finding the
No, we're not like.
two things killing.
And what we were saying about a man who can turn into a dog, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Did you read that book?
Some of it.
It's just crazy. I mean, that bloke in that book, that jailer bloke, he could do that.
Well, look at these. I'll show the photos I took of inside the caravan.
Yeah.
She looked to have done that to the person that was sitting in the caravan.
Jesus. But what's that on the wall? Marjorie, St. Michael's.
Yeah,
Is that a
I don't
name?
know whether the name. I don't know whether that's her name or it's a place and somebody there called Marjorie or what.
Well, I'll tell you what, lots of good things to have at the moment. That wonderful thing of social media that, helps us so much.
Yeah. I took the photo of the other guy in case we can get one of our friends to do facial recognition on him, but if that secret and part of the government is going to raise lots of
Well, my worry is
flags.
she was heading southwest, wasn't she? Which means she'd be heading to Whitehall, or that sort of direction.
I mean, when she ran. When she ran, or when they were actually taking her.
When she ran away. So she'll be going to Odium, that sort of direction. She'll be heading down if she keeps in a straight line.
She could just be looking for somewhere to hide.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of places in that line.
I'm not good enough at tracking to be able to follow her. Certainly not if we've got these idiots wandering around as well.
Oh, the speed she was going, Mark, would be no chance of us keeping up with the tracking.
No, I'm just thinking if she's taken to ground and hiding, might catch up with her, but what the hell would we do then? Can we talk with her? Can we?
I think it's going to be a case of listening for the on the police band and seeing if any strange attacks appear. But what do we think about this place in Basingstoke then? Are we still going to... Well, we weren't going to go there anyway. We were going to just try to... Oh, my head's a mess, mate.
So, what are you doing? Are you having this conversation in the car as you're driving back to London, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just... You got your phone out, mate, while I'm driving. Just have a look for... even see a Marjorie, St. Michael's.
Will do. I've just looked up Jetheth. And it's tied to the Bible, that name.
Really? Well, don't forget Eden was linked as well.
Yeah. I'm wondering whether they're all... Is this a cult of fanatics or...
Well, he was on about protecting the realm. I was hoping he was meaning the realm of Great Britain and not his own private realm.
One of the links is Jetheth in the Bible, Duke of Edom and descendant of Esau. So,
Duke of Edom.
And
There's a clue for you, gentlemen.
Yeah, that believes in force, compelling, driving, binding, suppressing. In order to keep one steadfast and in place, this of course is an error and leads to bondage instead of true freedom. How weird. And I'm sorry for any believers who are out there, but I cannot read the one for the Watchtower because it puts that song in my mind.
Which song?
All along the...
Oh, that.
According to the Hebrew Bible, Esau is the progenitor of the Edomites, the elder brother of Jacob, the patriarch of the Israelites. Jacob and Esau were the sons of Isaac and Rebekah and the grandsons of Abraham and Sarah. I've got a feeling all this is going to be either tied in together or they're using this as code names or something.
Oh, here we go. Related terms, dukes. These were the dukes. Oh, Genesis, cool. The sons of Esau.
That's what I've been pronouncing as Esau. Okay, however.
Yeah, in the land of Edom, the dukes came to the land of Edom, sons of Ada.
Hadar.
Ah, Ada.
Arms of Hadar!
Ada!
Sons of Esau are listed and given the title of Duke. Hebrew word, they've written it in Hebrew, can also be translated chief or chieftain. In other words, the Dukes of Edom were leaders or rulers. They're specifically named in the Genesis passage as the sons of Eliphaz, son of Esau and Edom, Teman, Omar, Zepho, Kenaz, Korah, Garam, Amalek. Don't think.
I see we don't know how many dukes there are because he said reports to the dukes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hadad died, and the Dukes of Edom were Duke Timnah, Duke Eliah, and Duke Jetheth. So there's 3 dukes here in Chronicles 151. Well, Chronicles 1, the 51.
Verse 51.
Verse 51, thank you.
I'm going off this. There's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 of them. I'm finding the names of.
Yeah, I've literally gone for verse 51, which says Hadad died also, and the Dukes of Edom were. Just list those 3, and then that's it.
Yeah. Well, in Genesis 36.
And Duke Madian and Duke Imran, these were the Dukes of Edom. 54.
Don't go down that rabbit warren too much. You're on the right lines in terms of relationship name to faction. Just don't go too far down the rabbit hole. You don't have enough information yet to really.
Is this where we really dig and find out it's God behind it all?
Well, it depends. Yeah, you just don't quite have enough. You are absolutely spot on. Jethatheth was the name of a duke of Edom, as detailed in the Bible. It seems too much of a coincidence in your mind as you're driving back and Mark is looking this up. That's too much of a coincidence. But as he points out, there are at least a dozen, if not more, nearly 24 other dukes named. So does that mean there are 24 leaders of this Edom that you've heard about? Or is it a smaller number, or quite what is it?
And the other thing as well is, are these the real names? Are they just titles given, or
Code names, exactly.
code names? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do a search on Marjorie St. Michael's to see if I can find out anything about that name.
I'm waiting for you to do that.
We've changed the name of it, haven't we? Use computers, that's why I couldn't find it, because I was looking at the sea.
You're going to have to be a little bit... it's not straightforward, those two words. So you're going to have to try and narrow it down a litll bit.
I want to search on the name Marjorie St. Michael's in case it's Christian name and surname. See if that brings anything up. If not, then search for something called St. Michael's, like a church or something in the area. Let's read all that. Actually, yeah. Let's read all that. That was looking good until it just last second turned onto a 7. That's much better.
Okay. I'm going to make you try and find the information out yourself. St. Michael's generally refers to a church. That's about the best I'm going to give you. Because if I give you too many clues, it'll be too easy for you to find the answer. I want you to try and put 2 and 2 together and come up with the right number. But it is going to be difficult. Okay, so what I will tell you is that they are 2 separate things, but given that they were written in the same place, they are linked.
I'll tell you what.
By that, what I mean is, it's not Marjorie St. Michael's.
Yeah.
No, but there is a St. Michael's Church on 21 Tilbury Road. And isn't that near where we were?
There are dozens of St. Michael's churches.
Ah.
But you did roll really, really well. You rolled a critical. So let me give you a couple of clues. You are looking for a church, definitely, in the West Country.
Marjorie Moore, St. Michael's Mount.
That's West Country. That's St. Michael's. That's the West Country. It's the wrong place. So it's not St. Michael's Mount. However,
I mean, I've got St. Michael's, All Angels, Espical. No, it won't be. That's not right. Where's that?
Yeah, I'm finding a few St. Michael's, but I'm not finding the word Marjorie linked with them.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. Let me give you another clue. St. Michael's Mount technically is related. It's not the place you're looking for, but St. Michael's Mount lies on a very specific ley line, and the location that you want lies on the same ley line. I didn't even know that was the case.
No.
St. Michael alignment is arguably the most prominent and intriguing of the many ley lines.
And I'll tell you what, this place, when you actually find it, is somewhere actually I wouldn't mind visiting.
Glastonbury's on the
It is.
that ley line.
Funnily enough, the church at the top of Glastonbury Tor is called St. Michael's Church, but that is not the location.
How the hell am I finding ley lines on this?
How are you spelling lay?
Sorry, Ley.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Random thing. As knowledge in Britain of the indigenous but recently extinct Woolworths chain of stores proceeded from living memory, its reputation will undoubtedly shift from the mundane to the legendary. Today, the rapid rise of its legend, Matthew Parker produced this baffling pattern based on the location of a dozen Woolworths stores centred on the Midlands that are linked with the ley lines.
I feel like I'm going to have to give you that.
St. Michael's Church is certainly in a high place in Hammerfest, or Norway.
No, not that one. Okay, so like I said,
Yeah, this ley line goes all the way out of the UK.
Well, the line I've got here goes from Skellig Michael, St. Michael's Mount, Mons St. Michael. No, this is going to Italy.
there you go.
This goes all the way down to Syria.
Does it?
Yeah, I've got a picture of the selection line represents the bow with which
Yeah, it goes
St.
down
Michael
to
sent the devil to hell. It
yeah.
starts at Ireland and goes all the way down to Syria.
Jeepers.
Yeah, Israel.
Okay, so that's okay. So that is
There's a Mont Saint Michael in France.
right. So if you're looking at the St. Michael's line on Wikipedia, that is actually going to be throwing you off.
And this one's on the CatholicEducation.org was the one that shows all the way to Syria.
And I'm on Leyline's Roaring Water Journals.
So look for this. Look at St. Michael alignment rather than St. Michael.
Oh, I tell you what.
Leyline.
St. Michael's site from Wikipedia is a 10th century Sacra di San Michele on Mount. That is beautiful. In Italy.
Yeah. But it's not that.
Oh, but it looks lovely though. So they're basically, this is his journey, isn't it? So you've got Skellig Michael, which is off the coast of Kerry.
So, what you're looking for actually is the St. Michael alignment that runs across Britain, not the one that goes from Ireland down to Syria.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm looking at that one now. But I've got a feeling, ideally, it's to zoom in further there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Glastonbury car. How can I make that bigger? St. Michael's Mount, it goes through, is that Hurler's Stone Circle, Casden Hill, Glastonbury Tor, Avebury Henge. Sorry, it's really hard writing to read. Bury St. Edmund's Abbey. I missed one in the middle, which is that Winkhoe Hills?
You need me to tell you, because I'm not sure you're going to get it. I don't think I've given you enough information.
Now, give me a second. I've got a whole list of names here.
I'm just looking at the map and everything it's going through. I've just gone through Whipsnade Zoo.
Yeah.
Ivinghoe Hills, Pitstone Church, Drayton St Leonard Church, Temple Farm, Avebury Hen. Oh, Beckhampton Long. No, it's not Beckhampton Borough. No, it's not going through that bloody funny place that I found with the dog runs through the thingamajiggy one.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, it's okay then.
Remember, what you're looking for also has a link to somebody called Marjorie.
Yeah. It's not, the place isn't called Marjorie as far as I can tell, because I just looked all the way through for something to do with that.
This place is stunning. I genuinely really want to. I might just one day take a drive just to go visit it. It'll be about a 3-hour drive from my house.
There's no way getting this on Google Maps, is there?
No. I'll give you one more clue.
Oh. I'm looking at
Link those two names with Dracula. Everything has a connection, remember.
St Michael's Lane in the UK, the alignment starts at St Michael's Mount. Oh, Brent Tor. No.
Follow that clue.
Brent Tor Church.
Is called.
Is called. It's not saying. I know exactly where it's built of basalt. Brent Tor Church. It's not saying what it's called.
Proper name is St. Michael de Roop.
Ah, see, it doesn't say that here.
And now, what is the link?
Bram Stoker. Vampire story.
Yes.
What's
the
the vampire story. See, I must have chosen the worst blogger. Marjorie of Quether.
Yes. Now, go read Marjorie of Quether. But look at the pictures as well. It is stunning.
Oh, it's a beautiful place around there.
That just looks. It's the tallest active church in England.
Oh, it's still being used.
Yeah.
What is called Quether?
Queether. It's available online in an internet archive.
It's a library blog.
It's a brilliant story. Posted it into the Night's Black Agents channel on Discord, a link that's well worth looking at.
Well, you can actually buy the book for £875.
Yeah.
I'm reading the story at the moment. The creature explains that she's Marjorie of Quether, once a living woman, now a dried up old crone who cannot die.
It is supposedly the first vampire story.
Marjorie's a vampire.
6 years.
Not of the sparkling variety.
Yeah,
She doesn't go to high school either.
6 years before he wrote Dracula.
Yep.
Yeah, no, would have got that between those two.
No, it's when he said Dracula. That's what I got from it. So Bram Stoker straight away.
Yeah. Sarah Press issued Marjorie of Quether and Other Weird Tales in a limited edition of 250 copies, which is probably why it's so expensive.
First edition for $7.50.
There's a link directly to the book that you can download.
Oh. I'll grab it after we finish streaming because I have to jump onto another page.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
So,
I've more or less read the story, right?
as you're driving back to London, and Mark does some sort of digging, firstly on Edom and the name, coming up as he did with Jetheth being a quoted name of a duke belonging to the ancient Edomite nation, and then looking a little bit further at the image, St. Michael's, Marjorie, he eventually, after a bit of digging, comes across a link to a church on Brent Tor, which was named and detailed in a supposed story called Marjorie of Quether. And it seems that it is a vampire story, much like Bram Stoker's Dracula, that dates from the same period as Bram Stoker's Dracula. And if, as was believed by Cassandra, that Bram Stoker's Dracula was not a work of fiction, but an actual after-action report, you muse perhaps Marjorie of Quether likewise was not a work of fiction, but maybe the telling of an event that really happened. And as you arrive back in London, let's call it there for a night.
I do like the description of a drinking blood. It's like a mosquito with that tooth just sucking the blood out.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help that they spelt Marjorie totally different to how I spelled it.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing.
So I was searching at the word Marjorie. It's like, that's not how you spell Marjorie. So no, I didn't find anything, but yeah, how does she know that story?
How she know that name? She doesn't know the story. She knows the name.
Yeah.
Remember, he said about the hound planting information.
Yeah.
Imprinting.
So what if whatever has affected her somehow links back to Marjorie?
Yeah.
Why
So,
she
like
knows
a-
better.
Like a racial memory type thing.
Correct, yeah.
So yeah, my picture of the Goa'uld from Stargate is getting more and more linked in with this.
Yeah. But that also means then, if that is the case, then does that mean that whatever the hound is, does that have imprinted racial memories of Jack the Ripper?
Yeah. That's what they implied by the prisoner we took.
Hmm. And if, well, so that's basically saying if somebody's killed by that thing, that they would gain the memories.
Essentially, whether it's all of them
Or selected, or
it gives some. So it's basically reincarnating a previous vampire into the new body or something, or...
and if Bram Stoker's Dracula is an after-action report, then it would have happened before the guy wrote the Marjorie book.
Yeah.
So he could have... This is me, not my character. Sorry. In fact, let me just end the stream there. Thank you for watching. Bye.